Cape Town, South Africa. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, Rahul.
Okay, so
This is
this seminar
is
is exclusively for
exclusively for
the
the
students and
students and
faculties.
faculties. Uh, so yesterday we had very nice session. More than 150 students joined on Zoom, and 200 students were there on YouTube Live. So I think I will introduce you all with ma'am. Problem audio. Okay, so I will just give you brief you all about ma'am. Ma'am is currently
Ma'am is currently working as a postdoctoral researcher in French South African Institute of Technology. Her research is focusing on machine communication and Internet of Things. Nowadays, I think Internet of Things is a new era in which is going to come and which has already came. So ma'am has completed her doctorate degree in that 2018 with 83 percentage as a PhD student, and she have used StatCom and DStatCom in reactive power compensation, and she was also a branch topper in her degree years with 81 percentage. So that was a very big achievement, and I think ma'am will learn so much from us. From this overview, I can assure our participants that there is so much to learn from you. So I think we can start the session. Ma'am, you can take over. I'll request, first of all, I request Malhotra ma'am to welcome Gunjan ma'am.
Hello, Gunjan ma'am. Here, Dr. Sarika Malhotra from Imperial College, JSPM Pune. So it is very nice over here to see after so many years. I would also like to praise if you want, Gunjan ma'am, I can share the connection between you and me. If you like to, that I may disclose. Gunjan ma'am was my one of the favorite student, and now she is doing very well in the research career, and she is now a part of a post. She has already completed the PhD telling. She has already, and she's a member of with her technical knowledge briefly as my round. This webinar, international webinar, is basically we are arranged so that our student can be aware about the trend in other countries, right? And our students are curious because they are already the engineering student and they are going through to the journey to be a professional engineer. Right now, you are talking to the engineering student. Now, ma'am is a professional engineer, and she will be sharing her journey, her technical knowledge with us. So, over to Gunjan ma'am. It is nice to see Gunjan ma'am, right? So here, now we will please to listen you. Stage is all yours. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah.
Thank you, Sarika ma'am. It's been nice seeing you after a long time, and thank you for giving me this opportunity, ma'am, to speak in front of the students. As I can imagine, when I was in my college and I was like second year student or third year student, and someone was speaking on the podium. That I was thinking, wow, he or she achieved a lot. So this is my first time opportunity. I'm speaking in front of the students, so it's really very special to me. Thank you, ma'am, for this. Okay. So, and a special greetings to all my students who are listening to me now. So first of all, I would like to say, please don't feel shy to ask any question. Please don't feel shy. So you can ask any question, any of your doubt when I will finish my presentation. Okay. So this is very light presentation, not very technical. I will show you some of the things. Like first of all, I want to give you my introduction. Like I'm associated with FSATI. FSATI is French South African Institute of Technology. I must show you here on this slide first. Can you see my slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is FSATI, and this is a collaboration or the academic cooperation between France and South Africa. So I'm working here. So, and I would like to give you my introduction first. We are a family of three. It's my husband and my son, who is 9 years old. And these are some of my family pictures. And I am working in Africa. So first of all, I would like to say, like many of the students think after their graduation, after their BTech, they will go to US, and like US, only US they have the option in their mind. So I'm telling you, because I am here in Cape Town for the last 5 years, and it's really very, very beautiful city. You can take as an option to apply in Africa as well. It's lots of potential if you are in the research field, I must say. And so you can see it's Cape Town is the helicopter view of the Cape Town. It is voted best city in the world for the 7th year running. It's very beautiful and lots of potential as an engineer, right? Okay, so that's my
Yeah,
department.
Gunjan ma'am. Uh,
Yes,
Hello. Can you
yes.
make it full screen so that it will be more clear?
Let me try.
Yeah, make it start at slide. Okay.
Are you
Okay.
able
Okay.
to see?
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes. Yes.
okay. So that's a picture of my department, and the person on the left, he is the director of FSATI, and this FSATI, what FSATI is, basically, I must tell you, there are two satellites launched from South Africa. So this FSATI manufactures the satellites. Okay, so we have built two satellites. Let me show you these CubeSats. Are you able to see CubeSat slides?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So what is CubeSat? CubeSat is, do you know the conventional satellites, right? The conventional satellites are very, very big, very huge, and very bulky. So like nowadays, this is basically the CubeSat, which is the nano satellite, I must say, right? So this is the nano satellite which our department manufacture. So these are some of the pictures, and you can see here FSATI is written. That means it is manufactured by our department. So I'm working in this department, and these are some of the view of the nano satellite which is developed by our department. So let me share the next screen. Okay, this is the video how the nano satellite, how the CubeSat is made. So have a look at the animated video first. So this you can see the step-by-step procedure. There are so many chips which are inside this CubeSat, and these all chips are manufactured in our department. It looks like a very small satellite, but it has so many chips which are manufactured, and that's the whole ZA cube too. ZA is ZA is is the Africa. Cube means it's a very small satellite. It's not a very bulky satellite. Okay. Now, I would like to share a small video of 3 minutes, which will tell you that our department, which works on JAQ, let me show you. Yeah, this one. Can I start the video now? Are you able to see?
Yes, ma'am, you can start. No problem. We can see.
Just
On
have a
21
look.
November 2013, the Cape Peninsula University of Technology launched Africa's first nanosatellite, ZACube-1, also called TEPISO-SAT. This pioneering satellite paved the way for ZACube-2, our most advanced nanosatellite to date. It was launched on 27 December 2018 from Russia, weighing only 3.7 kilograms. It took 6,000 engineering hours to complete. The satellite was also built by the CPUT satellite program, which was established in 2009 as a strategic initiative by the DST to support and transform the growing national space industry. The program boasts cutting-edge innovations in space technology and has produced more than 70 postgraduates. In support of national initiatives like Operation Pakisa, CPUT took the lead in developing space applications that support maritime domain awareness throughout our vast and economically lucrative exclusive economic zone. One such service, Automatic Identification System, or AIS, detects the position of vessels in our EEZ and transmits this data to a control center. This service identifies ships that enter our marine protected areas for illegal fishing. In 2016, the DST commissioned the first of a constellation of nanosatellites to provide AIS services. Work on ZACube-2 started soon after. ZACube-2 is operated from the CPUT ground station with backup support through the Spacetech ground station at Gauteng. The satellite receives AIS signals from the vessels in our coastal waters. This data is pulled into the National Oceans and Coastal Information Management System, which was developed by the CSIR, an entity of the DST specifically for Operation Pakisa. You are looking at the first ever AIS data generated by proudly South African satellite technology. We will now no longer be reliant on foreign AIS service providers. Moreover, the innovative technologies on ZACube-2, co-developed with South African company Stone 3, will in future support secure maritime communications. This is of strategic importance for the country and the South African Navy. ZACube-2 also detects fault fires using a novel K-line camera that was developed with the CSIR. This information is fed into the Advanced Fire Information System, another CSIR product that sends global fire warnings. Eskom can use this service to identify fault fires near high voltage lines, which can cause very costly downtimes. ZACube-2 is proudly South African. The mission transformed the full space industry value chain, supporting a number of Black-owned SMMEs. It is pioneering a future of constellations of nanosatellites into orbit, positioning us as the space hub of Africa and leading the country's response to the fourth industrial revolution. Watch the space.
Okay, students, so that I told you what my department is working, and that is the slide what my, yes, and that is the slide what I am doing now. So basically, I'm doing work on LoRa. LoRa is long range. Long range means there are many nodes. As you can see in the picture, there are red dots over here. So these red dots are the nodes, and nodes are connected to the gateways, and gateways are connected to the internet. So basically, I am building a system. I am working on a project which builds a system which can directly link to a satellite, right? So this is my project, what I am working on. So that is the brief overview of the work I am doing now. Now the next slide. Okay. So that's the important part now, career abroad. So before starting it, career abroad, I want to share a small story of my story basically. So do you want to hear that?
Absolutely,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Absolutely.
Thank you so much. So, and I want to ask, should I continue in English or Hindi, in which the students are comfortable? I want to ask that.
English, ma'am.
You can mix it. You can mix it. No problem. English, Hindi.
Okay, okay. So, okay, in 2006, I passed my BTech. And at that time, because 2006 was the that time where there was no, like, very less placement companies came over in my college. So, but I got selected in one of the company. I was in RKGIT college, which was in Ghaziabad, and I belong to Ghaziabad as well, right? So I participated in the placement and I got selected in a placement drive in a company. There was some company in Pune. So I was very happy that I'm selected. Okay. I went home and I said my dad, I'm selected and I have to go for training for 3 months and then they will give me the joining. So I was really happy at that time. But my dad said, no, you can't go. So I said, why? Because actually, I'm from the business background. My family is from the business background. So they don't want me to go like to go in any other city and go service there. So I said, my dad said, no, tum nahi ja sakte ho. You are not allowed. If you want to go, you just marry and then you go. So I was really very depressed about it. So but I finished my BTech and that placement was like that I had the offer letter, but I was not able to join it. Then my BTech was over. My friends, everyone was preparing for the exam so that they can go and sit in the placement drive, and I was having the offer, but still I was not able to join the company. Then after that my father said, Gunjan, do one thing. You just go in a school and start teaching there. And I was like, Papa, I did my engineering. Why you want me to go to the school and teach there? So my dad said, go in a school and teach. I said, okay, Papa. I went to a school nearby and had an interview there. And I got selected in the interview and I started teaching there. And I remember in the year 2006, it was rupees 5,000. I was offered 5,000 rupees for teaching in the school level. But at that time, I was very happy. Okay, I will get 5,000 rupees per month and we will party from that money. I started teaching. Then after 15 days, I did 15 days of teaching and I got a call from my director from RKGIT college. I got a call from the director that Gunjan, you were amongst the topper of the BTech, so I want you to have an interview with us and start teaching in the engineering college. I was like, because at that time when you just passed out your BTech, at that time आप इतने mature नहीं होते हो कि आप engineering students को teach कर सको. But I said, okay, I will give a try. I got selected in the interview, and then I taught the BTech students. Sarika ma'am, she was one of my favorite teachers. She supported me a lot. She supported me a lot in teaching the students and many things. So that's the way I started my career in teaching. See, I have never planned that I will go in the teaching, but this is what my life gave me an opportunity. So first of all, I would like to say that please, whatever opportunity you have, grab that opportunity. This is one of the key thing I would like to share. Okay. And do hard work so that everyone can know that yes, you are able to do many things. So do hard work in each and every field, whatever you are in. Okay. Now the next thing is career abroad. How you can make your career abroad. The first thing is study visa. This is the most important thing. This is for the fourth year students who will just pass out their BTech. And then you have to apply. First, you have to select your country, which country you want to go. Please apply in many of the countries like US, Australia, Africa, I can say. You can apply many of the countries. And after that, when you will hear from any of the institute you applied, you apply for the study visa. That is the easiest way to go to the abroad. I came here in Cape Town on the study visa, and then I get my permanent residency here now. So study visa is the first thing, then the GRE score. So the students who are in third year and the fourth year, they must prepare for GRE. It is really very important. And 320 to 330 is the good score in GRE, right? TOEFL or IELTS also may be required, but it depends on like what institution or what university you are applying. So it's not necessary that you have to write GRE, TOEFL, IELTS, everything. No, it depends on the university requirements. The fourth and the most important thing is education loan. So because the abroad the fees are very high, and in many cases funding and scholarships are not available. If you are lucky, then you will get the scholarship. If you are not, then obviously you have to pay your money. So you can easily take the education loan. It is easily available. And because working in the abroad, studying in the abroad is easier than studying in India, because you can work part-time as well. So you can easily repay your loan by working part-time as well as studying. I can give an example of my husband. He passed the BTech from Ghaziabad and Ideal Institute of Technology, and then he went for masters, doing their masters from Australia. And he took the education loan of, I think, 16 lakhs that time. I don't remember the amount. I think 16 lakhs that time. And but he repay within a year or 2 year, he repay all the loan amount he took for the education. So he was studying, he was working as well. So education loan is a very good option. Then this is the most important thing, research paper in journal or conference, right? So if you want to make your career in research, I must say, please don't make industry as an option. Research is also a very, very good option, because abroad you will find this field has lots of respect and lots of potential. Okay, so research paper, if you want to go for masters, please have your research paper ready in any journal or any conference. This will help you a lot in getting you selected for that company, right? Then proposal writing. You, because when you are applying, you have to write the proposal. Okay, so you have to plan how you are writing your proposal. Then the last thing is job in demand for PR. Like in Africa, when I applied, I saw what is the critical skills here. So here, PhD is the critical skill. So I applied for PhD and I got an admission. And during and for that PhD qualification, I got the permanent residency of this country now. So you want to go for research, so you have to Google it, like which countries have lots of potential for research, right? So these are some of the points you must be aware before applying abroad any of the country. Then yes, preparation of career during engineering. Many of the students think that they are scoring 80%, they are scoring 90%, so that is enough. No, when you are applying abroad, they don't see your percentage. They see how much skills do you have, how much technically you are strong, right? I want to take an example, like because I'm from electronics background. So when I did my electronics from the college, I was not involved practically. Practically, I can say in the lab, we just do the practicals on the kit, and then we do the results, and it was sorted. But no, in the abroad, you have to be practically very strong. So please, if you are doing engineering, when you are doing your labs, you must keep in mind that it is more important than the theory. Theory helps you to create your basics, but the practical knowledge, if you will have the practical knowledge, that will be good for you and that will be making your career abroad. So if you are an average student, like you are scoring 70%, 80%, it is fine, it is all fine, but just focus on your technical skills. Next is gain real world experience. Real world experience means the life outside college is really very, very different. It's not the same in the college. Like you see, you go, you study, you give the exams. It's not like that. You will see many people around. You have to do the teamwork, right? So you have to be lifelong learner where you are. Like for computer science students, I want to give an example. If you are doing C plus, right, or C, any language you are doing, so please grasp your knowledge, what do you say, uh, build your confidence on that language, right? Please see what the real world is now, what the real world is doing, whatever practicals on the C and the C++. Try to implement those practicals in your theory life. Don't just study for the marks, study for the real world experience. Okay, pursue independent projects. Nowadays there are so many independent projects on YouTube. You just google it and you will find many independent projects. Please pursue those and try to build your own projects. It will help you in developing your technical skills. Next, enter competitions. If there is any robotics competition, sorry, okay, if you find any robotics competition around, any language competition around, just participate in that. It will boost up your technical knowledge and it will contribute in applying when you are applying abroad. And last but not the least, don't neglect English classes. Okay, so if you're not able to go for the English classes, please read lots of books. I'm not saying you speak good English. I am saying your communication skills must be very, very strong, right? You must be confident what you are speaking. So these are the points I face. Like you must keep these points in the mind while you are applying abroad. Okay, follow your passion. Please, if you want to cycle, you want to play, just don't leave your hobby. Just follow any of the activity you want to. I always follow. I am a gym freak person, so I always go to gym. This is my hobby. This is my passion. So please don't leave your passion or hobby. This is very important. And last but not the least, less screen time, more real time. Nowadays, I have seen many of the students like wake up during the whole night. They just set their status, they see who viewed their status, who didn't view their status, and lots of things, forwarded messages, and many things. So please, less gadget time, that will help you to focus more on your brain. It will, because this screen and the gadget time kill your brain. So please read, involve and read more books. Read practical, how much practically you are involved, focus on that thing, and less screen time. So this is all about for like what I faced, what are the challenges I faced. If you have any question, any doubt, you can ask. And students, please don't shy to ask any question. You can ask any question. Thank you.
Thank you. It was a very, first of all, it was a very nice learning experience for us all.
Thank
We have learned so much. And actually, what we have is when we think about engineering industry, we always think about companies and industrial as and all, but we
Yes.
don't know and we don't explore that research is an industry itself. It is a very big industry and it has so much of potential. That thing I think that thing students are missing nowadays because we can see everyone has aim to enter into industry, but what you have told us today that researchers has very much potential, and from your profile and from your satellites we can see that machine to machine communication and
Right,
from
right.
human to machine communication is very important. So machine needs to understand our language and machine needs to understand their language as well for as the new things are coming, new developments are coming. So traditional ways we are living. So I think students must be prepared and aware. As you said that there are so many competitions are going on. There are
Right.
YouTube videos are there. Okay,
There are
we are.
sorry, Rahul, at BTech levels, when I was doing my BTech, I was not much aware. But nowadays, if you go on YouTube and there are so many competitions going at the BTech level, like robotics, like I can say in Python. Nowadays, Python is a good language. So if any computer students learn Python, it is an added skill to him.
Yeah.
So
However, the students are already spending so much time, so much screen time, so that we can utilize it. Nowadays, information is flowing through their hand very fast. I think 1.2 Mbps average speed is there. So I think there is so much to learn, and it is very easy for them to learn. We just need to, as you said, just follow your passion, read more. So we'll take question and answer sessions. I will invite students who are having any doubts and any questions.
voice is not audible. It is echo.
Voices.
Students, if they are having any doubt or any queries, and if they want to say something to ma'am, please raise your hand and I'll
Yes, students, आप कोई भी क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हो मेरे से. Please don't feel shy. I have seen yesterday's presentation. Many of the students were feeling very shy. So I can't speak in Marathi language, but I can speak in Hindi.
Yes, students, you can go and ask.
Raise your hand.
You can
You can raise your hand. I will unmute you.
By the time you are thinking your own questions, I would like to say something and join the session you have taken, Gunjan.
Yes.
I can call you Gunjan because you were always it is difficult for me to. Yeah. Yeah. So Gunjan has already shared her journey, and this is my request to all students to understand that industry is not the only option with you after engineering. This session, especially from Gunjan ma'am, is especially invited with the view that सारे students जो सोचते हैं कि हम engineering करके हम उस industry में जाएंगे. Definitely, most of 90% of students are thinking of companies, MNCs, and government jobs. But this is what the session is focused that कुछ स्टूडेंट्स ऐसे भी होंगे जो आप अपना करियर अब्रॉड बनाना चाहते हो और इंडस्ट्री में डायरेक्टली नहीं जा सकते एंड द रिसर्च इज आल्सो अ वेरी वेरी गुड ऑप्शन very respectable area and field and no doubt it's money making also.
Yes, ma'am.
I can say there's a good salaries, there's a good reward, and you have one thing to say कि अगर आपको रिसर्च में जैसे गुंजन मैम ने किया है, आपको अगर रिसर्च में जाना है जा सकते हो, मगर उसकी तैयारी आपको आज ही से करनी पड़ेगी. इफ यू आर सेकेंड ईयर स्टूडेंट, यू आर थर्ड ईयर स्टूडेंट, यू आर फोर्थ ईयर स्टूडेंट, राइट हियर ओनली आपको अभी से रिसर्च लाइन को डिसाइड. अभी क्या होता है गुंजन मैम, हम दिस इज अ ओपन प्लेटफॉर्म ऑफ डिस्कशन. इवन आई कैन इनवाइट राहुल सर ऑल्सो एंड सुमित सर ऑल्सो, Ravi Palaskar sir. Here it is a team. We are a team, ma'am, and we all together have organized this international webinar just for benefits of student. कि वो उनको ये समझ में आए कि आपको फोर्थ ईयर में ये नहीं सोचना आपको फाइनल ईयर में क्या करना है. आपको ये चीज इंजीनियरिंग के फर्स्ट ईयर से सोचनी है कि आपको इंडस्ट्री में जाना है कि आपको रिसर्च में जाना है. एंड रिसर्च इज ऑल्सो अ गुड ऑप्शन. उसके लिए सेशन हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. अगर बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स मैडम ये सोचते हैं कि अब्रॉड वही लोग जाते हैं जिनके पास बहुत पैसा होता है. ऐसी बात नहीं है. जिनके कुछ बच्चे ऐसे होते हैं जो कॉन्फिडेंट होते हैं, अपना लोन लेते हैं, स्टूडेंट लोन लेते हैं, और स्टूडेंट लोन लेके जैसे और लोग बच्चे जाते हैं, तो आप भी अपना स्टूडेंट लोन लेके बाहर रिसर्च के लिए जा सकते हो. एंड इट इज अ वेरी इजी पाथ to go away from India to other country and to make your career, and you can benefit your own country. I'm not believing that drain out. I don't believe in drain out. ब्रेन ड्रेन में मैं बिलीव नहीं करती हूँ, मगर डेफिनेटली नाउ टुडे गुंजन इज अ इंडियन एंड शी इज गिविंग ऑल बेनिफिट टू आवर इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स, राइट? So she is also guiding all of us in a way. So I'm only participating in the discussion. I hope all the students are listening and must be having some question in your mind. Please raise your hand and come forward. Anybody?
I think I would like to add one more point. Whenever we are thinking about abroad, we have only one goal, that we have to go to US or UK, but we
Right.
do not have information about other countries. There are so many countries which are offering nice education and jobs to Indian students. I think if you give some info about that, Gunjan ma'am, so that it will be helpful for our students.
Yes, I told in my slides as well that many of the students think US is the only option. UK is
Yeah.
the only option. But I'm telling you, US is very bad at giving visas. So please opt for other countries. Like I'm telling you, I am in Africa now, and which is considered to be okay. Africa is not to be a good country. But I'm telling you, because in what department I have, I am in FSATI. So that is a collaboration between France and South Africa. So I am going to France for my visits as well, right? So please apply for Australia, please apply for Canada, and please apply for Netherlands. These are the three countries you can get the visa easily, and they have lots of potential for the engineering students, right? And in these countries, teaching or the research jobs have lots of respect. Okay, so please have an option in your mind: Australia, Netherlands, and what I said, Canada. These are three countries as well. Please apply for those countries.
मैम अगर कोई स्टूडेंट अभी से जाना चाहता है, यानी वो सेकंड ईयर स्टूडेंट है, मे बी अटेंडिंग सेकंड ईयर स्टूडेंट, थर्ड ईयर, ऑल ईयर्स के हैं, ऑल ब्रांचेस के हैं, तो उनको आप क्या सजेशंस दोगे कि उनको सेकंड ईयर से ही किस तरीके से तैयारी करनी है, सो दैट विदाउट एनी वेस्टिंग टाइम वो इमीडिएटली फोर्थ ईयर के बाद किसी रिसर्च के लिए या किसी जॉब के लिए अब्रॉड में वो जा सके, तो उनको क्या करना होगा?
ओके मैम, जो स्टूडेंट सेकेंड ईयर में हैं, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई वुड लाइक टू से टू देम, प्लीज वर्क ऑन देयर इंग्लिश. That's the first thing I would, and please work on their community, like the personality development. I must say, this is the first thing. First thing for the students who are in second year, right? For the third year and the fourth year students, like if they want to build their career in research, I can tell you about research. So if they want to build their career in research, so they must start writing a conference paper or a journal paper. For this, they must visit, like for electronics student, for computer student, whatever is the latest research going on in the related area, they must visit the IEEE websites to see what is the latest research, right? And then they have to work. If they can build any project on that, that will be an added advantage. If they have built a project or write a conference paper or a journal paper in their BTech. So after this, when they will apply after fourth year, then it will be an added advantage and their resume will automatically be selected for research field, I am saying. And that will give an added advantage if you are writing a research paper or you are doing a good project in the big tech level. That will give you an added advantage in industry as well. So and because for going abroad you have to write the IELTS or GRE, and for this you have to build your English very good, and maths concepts very nice. So you have to work on maths and you have to work on English and the personality development, I can say that. So
Definitely.
So students will take
Good
maximum
afternoon,
advantage.
everyone. Sumit
Yeah,
sir, I
ma'am,
will
but-
like to have some conversation, ma'am. Very good afternoon, Dr. Gunjan, ma'am. I'm Dr. S.K. Bhatia, heading the Department of Electronics and Telecommunication at the college. So it was very nice session listening to you, and the students had a very in-depth into what research you are doing, and wonderful session, I must say it was. So I'd like to add over here, ma'am, that we have actually many ENTC students who are currently attending your session, and final year students, third year and second year students also. And final year students are currently actually studying the subject of IoT, which I'm taking. So
Okay.
yeah, so that part interested me because the slide you have shown, I would like if you can go to that slide, because that is the area of IoT in which you are working. So if you could please elaborate for the students, like what kind of a research exactly you are doing in IoT, because see, it is the buzzword today. So what kind
Yes.
of exact work you are doing? So students will be really interested to know, like if we can elaborate on that.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Bhatia. I didn't elaborate much because
Yeah,
I was not making that technical part so
yeah.
boring for the students. So I
But
just had a,
we can have another session elaborating in detail on that also. But right now you can just give a
I wanted to give the session on only this topic,
so
but
you
actually, yeah, but because these are the students, so I just made it like very light. So I initially
yeah.
wanted to give a session on
Even we
this
would
topic.
love to have that, ma'am. We can have another session through Sarika madam where we can actually have a detailed session on IoT and all your research work.
See, I am working on LoRa now, and that
Yeah,
is really a very new technology. LoRa is long range. Okay, so
yeah.
this is basically what, because I'm working.
Yeah, Sarika ma'am, you can mute yourself, please.
Yeah.
There is a background noise.
Okay, Dr. Bhatia, can I start? Can I continue?
Yeah, ma'am, please.
So this is basically LoRa, long range. So I am working in the field of satellite, right? So what the project I am working on is, see, you can see the red dots here, right? So these are the LoRa nodes. So these are basically the sensors or the actuators, you can say. So we can place these sensors in a building or in a garden, anywhere you want to place these sensors, right? These sensors are connected to the gateways. Okay, so one gateway can collect can communicate with thousand of nodes. Okay,
True.
and then these gateways are connected to the internet, cloud based computer network. So what project I am doing is, I'm building a project on LoRa, so that I can communicate with the ZA Cube, what my department has made, ZA Cube 2. So that is already in the orbit, in the sky. So I have to set up a connection using the LoRa nodes with the satellite. So this
Great,
is the
great.
project I am working now.
Okay,
So
okay, that's great.
I have a collaboration from France for this project. Professor Kareem Ahmed is the professor who is working with me, and we are developing a hardware model about it. In somewhere like next year, when there will be COVID, where there will be no COVID, I can show you what hardware I am making,
Yeah,
and this is communicating with the satellite. So
okay.
this is I must tell you, because this IoT is nowadays, like in 2003, when the devices came in the whole world. So it was just half of the number of the people, but
Yeah,
now the devices reach to 50 billion of devices. So
devices.
it's like everywhere you will find like machine to machine communication, point to point communication. And this LoRa, why we are using this LoRa long range? Because this is very inexpensive solution,
Right.
because like we do, and this is very inexpensive, and I can say long range. We can communicate with the satellite using only like hardly 10,000 or 20,000 bucks. So it's
Great.
very less amount, but long range. So that's why this technology is taking over in the
So
market
that
now.
means the range will work, ma'am. So this is having such a good range that nodes will be here on the this, and you can communicate with the satellite. That's really great.
Right, exactly. I'm working
Yeah,
on that. I'm working on
very
that
nice.
project.
Okay.
So I have to communicate. I'm building the hardware which can communicate with the satellite, which is manufactured by our department. So it's really a very nice project
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
working.
great opportunity and it's a really great work that you are doing, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah.
Must say
So
that. And students, I like to tell you that this is one of your topics in your fifth unit that we are doing right now. That is your LoRa. So you are actually having a very practical aspect of the topic that is
yes,
there, right? So you should
the
know what.
fourth year students can read some of the papers on this topic, and they can build, if they can build a some I can give a practical example of, if they want to build a vegetable IoT garden,
Okay.
means just a small garden. You can put the LoRa nodes, you can take the gateway and communicate the LoRa nodes and gateway. So
Wow.
it's a very good project for them to begin with.
To begin with. True, ma'am.
Yeah,
True.
and it's not very expensive. You can find the LoRa nodes and the gateway on Amazon and many websites. So you can just buy and build a gateway and LoRa nodes. So it will be very fruitful for them if they are in electronics background and they can work
Yeah,
on that.
plus one more thing I'll like to, ma'am, highlight through you over here that students nowadays feel that ENTC and the core branches like civil and mechanical, like they compare it with the computer. But through your medium, we like to tell that actually these are the core branches where you can work in the areas and that you cannot never work in the computer and IT field. So these particular things, right? So that we
Yeah,
will like to highlight to tell basically these core branches carry a lot of weightage and there is a lot of scope. Yeah.
I would like to add one more thing, Dr. Bhatia, with this, if you are
Yeah.
saying this. Like in my department, because I am from the electronics background, so I am doing the hardware part, right?
Yeah. True.
But some of the persons are associated with the software part, so they
Right.
are doing the Python. So those
Okay.
who are from the
Computer
computer,
background.
so they are doing the language part. I am doing the hardware part, and some of the people who are from the civil and the mechanical, they are building the structure which I showed in the animated slide, like
Yes.
how the CubeSat is. So they are working on that.
True.
So if you are in civil, you are in mechanical, you are in electronics, computers, it doesn't matter.
Matter.
You have to be good. You have to be practically strong in getting any opportunity. That's the thing I can say that.
Yeah. Ultimately, actually, when you work in the industry, it is not only the computer IT engineers, the civil engineer, the mechanical engineers, and the ENTC engineers will be needed in future also.
Yes,
So that
definitely.
that kind of a blog which people are having or students currently are having in first year, only computer IT, we face that challenge. So that we want to highlight that actually core branches will take you, like you had already said, that research is a good earning angle. So that was
Yeah,
required.
when in 2002 I took admission in BTech, and I told you my whole family was from the business background. No one known. I was the first engineer from my family. So
Yeah.
we my father asked from lots of friends. So they said electronics is the best,
Yeah.
and just go for electronics. So I was not aware that what electronics is, but I just took admission. But nowadays I can say
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
every field like electronics, computer, civil, mechanical has different roles.
Yeah.
And I have many friends in civil and mechanical. They are doing very
Very
nice
well.
in
True,
so
true, true. That
it
is so
doesn't matter.
nice. It is so nice talking to you, ma'am, and having such an interaction session. We'll definitely have love to actually have some details about your research work and for oriented towards the department further
I would
sessions.
love to. Yes.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much, everyone. Thank you all the team for
Thank
organizing
you.
this effort,
Huh.
this particular webinar, and helping us to get introduced to Gunjan ma'am, to all the Triple I team. Right. So with that, I'll close
Yeah.
over here. You can carry on, please.
Thank you, Dr. Bhatia ma'am. It
Yeah,
was
thank
very nice. Actually, we can go in very deep technical, but here we are having mechanical,
you.
civil,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
computer engineer. This is the only thing we are
right.
not going in depth. And definitely, Gunjan ma'am will be helpful to us and
Yeah,
helpful to our students. So
definitely,
further,
definitely.
one thing that Dr. Bhatia madam was saying that about the illusion and the myth about all the newcomers and the new parents and new students that we have to go in computer only computer, because every time it is not the point of, it is a very basic point nowadays. Every first and second student is want a computer only, and without knowing what is the future, and they can still make a very bright and very nice future in electronics field, in other civil and mechanical also. So it is I really want through this webinar to tell every student that please understand your own capability inside you, in which direction you want to have your career. Even you can have your career abroad in other countries very easily. Nothing is very difficult, and this is the aim of this webinar. Through Gunjan ma'am also, yesterday Ashutosh Atre sir also told, and tomorrow also having another session with another personality. And you can continue, Gupta ma'am. Gunjan
No,
ma'am, you can continue.
finished. I just want to share some of the links. That's
Yeah.
YouTube channel. This is my YouTube channel. I have just started during this lockdown, And second is this YouTube channel contains some of the basic videos of digital electronics and the communication videos. It's not, I have just started this YouTube channel. Next is the tutor. That's my department Twitter. If you want to follow the department, and my department is also giving the master's fellowship program. So if any student is interested to do the master's in EPSATI, and any student is interested in satellite communication or anything, then you can contact me. Maybe I can be of any help. And next is the ZACube 2 launch video. Please definitely have a look on this video. This is the launch of the satellite, what our department made. The launch was from Russia. So you can just have a look on that video when you want to. So these are some of the important links if you want to save those links. That's the only thing I want to say. And any questions, any doubts, if students have, they can ask.
Okay. So I think students have learned so many new things, and we as a faculty members also learn so many new things. So I think there are no questions from students. Still, there is a time. If anyone wants to ask something, still you can raise your hand. Students, this is the last part of seminar.
You can even ask questions in Marathi. We'll translate. Don't worry. So feel comfortable in any language, right? That is not an issue.
They have queries, but they're not coming forward.
Or you can put in chat boxes.
मराठीमध्ये काही क्वेश्चन विचारायचं असेल तर तुम्ही विचारू शकता. मी मॅडमला ट्रान्सलेट करून विचारेल.
स्टूडेंट्स, आप लोगों से बोलना चाहते हो, अगर आपको कोई भी डाउट हो, मींस इफ यू आर फेसिंग एनी डाउट, like any problem you are facing, just ask me. I'm just like you, so please ask if you want to ask anything. Don't feel shy.
They are feeling shy. Anyway, Gunjan ma'am, I want to summarize your talk. I just want to, yes. Who is there?
Ma'am, Nikhil.
Ma'am, yeah. Okay.
मैम मुझे पूछना था कि आप रिसर्च के रिलेटेड बोल रहे, तो मैम ये हार्डवेयर भी रिलेटेड रहता है या सॉफ्टवेयर रिसर्च का काम?
निखिल, आप कौन सी फील्ड से हैं? आप
इलेक्ट्रॉनिक? मैम ENTC इलेक्ट्रॉनिक।
आप इलेक्ट्रॉनिक से हैं। तो रिसर्च, पहले तो आपको ये डिसाइड करना पड़ेगा कि आप कौन सी फील्ड में जाना चाहते हो, राइट? जैसे मेरा जो काम है, मैं सैटेलाइट में काम कर रही हूँ, तो सैटेलाइट में जो मैं डेवलप कर रही हूँ दैट इज हार्डवेयर बेस्ड, ओके। और जो सॉफ्टवेयर पार्ट है, मैं मैटलैब पे प्रोग्रामिंग करती हूँ, तो मुझे थोड़ा सा ऑब्वियसली सॉफ्टवेयर पे भी आपका हैंड आना चाहिए, चाहे वो मैटलैब हो या कोई भी लैंग्वेज हो। लेकिन अगर आप सी और पाइथन की बात करें तो इट्स लाइक द कंप्यूटर बैकग्राउंड, मींस जो कंप्यूटर के लोग होंगे, कंप्यूटर इंजीनियरिंग के, वो करेंगे। तो अगर आप इलेक्ट्रॉनिक से हो तो आपका मेनली काम पीसीबीज, हार्डवेयर और सम सिमुलेशन से होगा। थोड़ा सा आपको एक सॉफ्टवेयर लाइक मैटलैब और समथिंग आपको सीखना पड़ेगा, ऐसा कुछ।
तो मैम हार्डवेयर में मतलब जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी अच्छे है क्या?
बहुत अच्छी है। इवन इंडिया में तो ST माइक्रो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स है जो मतलब काफी अच्छी जॉब ऑफर करती है इलेक्ट्रॉनिक स्टूडेंट्स के लिए स्पेशली। और अब्रॉड में तो इफ यू आर एन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इंजीनियर यू हैव रियली लाइक many opportunities। लेकिन उसके लिए बस इतना है कि जैसे आप जो बीटेक में पढ़ रहे हो, जैसे आप ऑपरेशनल एम्पलीफायर पढ़ रहे हो, आई डोंट नो विच ईयर यू आर इन, व्हाट ईयर यू आर इन?
आई एम इन फाइनल ईयर मैम।
फाइनल ईयर, ओके। तो जैसे आपने डिजिटल पढ़ा, राइट? तो डिजिटल में आपने जितने भी प्रैक्टिकल्स किए होंगे, जो भी प्रैक्टिकल्स किए होंगे, वो सब आपको अच्छे से, मतलब प्रैक्टिकली आपको बहुत ज्यादा नॉलेज होनी चाहिए उसकी। कोई आपसे ना थ्योरी नहीं पूछेगा कि आपने डिजिटल में व्हाट इज डिजिटल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, व्हाट इज एक्सऑर गेट, कोई ये नहीं पूछने वाला आपसे। आपको प्रैक्टिकली कितना आता है सब आपसे सिर्फ ये जानना चाहते हैं। तो आपको हार्डवेयर सीखना पड़ेगा, पीसीबी, लाइक पीसीबी कैसे बिल्ट होती है, पीसीबी आप कैसे उस पे प्रोग्रामिंग, माइक्रो कंट्रोलर प्रोग्रामिंग, सारिका मैम taught us microprocessor when I was in BTech. So you must know the microprocessor programming, microcontroller programming. That will be good enough to gain the advantage. I can say that.
मैम और कोई ऐसे मतलब कोर्सेस वगैरह हैं जो हम कर सकते हैं पैरेलली?
नहीं बोलूंगी कोर्सेज, कोई भी जो भी आपकी प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज को बूस्ट करने के लिए कोर्स है, जैसे रोबोटिक्स, एग्जाम्पल रोबोटिक्स, क्योंकि रोबोटिक्स में भी बहुत ज्यादा इनफैक्ट जैसे हमारे इंडिया में फील्ड्स होती हैं इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, कंप्यूटर, सिविल एंड मैकेनिकल, यहाँ पे ऐसी कोई फील्ड नहीं होती है। यहाँ पे आपको इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स की भी होगी, एनर्जी की भी होगी, सैटेलाइट की भी होगी, एंटीना की भी होगी, ऐसे करके बहुत सारी फील्ड्स होती हैं। रोबोटिक्स भी एक फील्ड है। सो अगर आप रोबोटिक्स पढ़ रहे हो और रोबोटिक्स में आपका इंटरेस्ट है तो आप रोबोटिक्स फील्ड में जा सकते हो। तो इंडिया में मेरे ख्याल से ऐसे कोर्सेज रहते हैं काफी जो आपको रोबोटिक्स सिखाते हैं या जो आपको पीसीबी पे काम करना बताते हैं। तो ऐसे कुछ प्रैक्टिकल कोर्सेज आप कर सकते हो, आई कैन सजेस्ट यू, जिससे आपकी प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज बढ़ जाए।
यस मैम, थैंक
So I
Thank you,
think
ma'am.
we can. Thank you, Komal and Nikhil, for nice questions. These were really good questions. So I think we can say that we have reached to the last conclusion point of this today's seminar. But still, learning has never stopped us. I think we'll be continuously in your touch, and continuously we'll be asking you for so many such types of seminar and so many such types of informations. So I think on the behalf of JSPM Imperial College of Engineering ICOR management from the IEEE team, I would like to give a vote of thanks to Dr. Gunjan Gupta for gracing us with your time. So taking a time for us. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much from.
Thank you so much. Thank
Yeah.
you. I would like to say special thanks to Sarika ma'am. She was really very good to me and I'm really a big fan of her. Thank you, Sarika ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you,
I think
Gunjan.
we'll take a group photo.
So,
Everyone is requested to
Everyone is
start their
requested
video
to
so that we
start
can
their
take
video
a
so that we can take a
group photo.
group photo.
please come forward, all the student, if you are person. Dr. Bhatia ma'am, if you are there, please come on the screen for the
Ma'am,
group
my
photograph.
video will not be visible, ma'am. My audio only. I'm connected through desktop, so sorry for that. Yeah.
Okay,
So,
okay, okay.
So I think students can start their videos
Students can start their videos.
so that we'll take group photo and we'll conclude the session.
yes, please turn on your video, students. If you're in a proper this, please. It will be good if you can turn your videos for some time for the photo to be clicked.
Yeah, so I think we can take rounds. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the nice session. I think students can leave the meeting.
Students can leave the meeting.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Should I hang up now?
Yeah, one last thing. Students have shared a feedback link in
One
chat.
last thing. Students have shared a feedback link in chat.
So please fill the feedback link for attendance.
So
it's very
fill the
important.
feedback link for attendance. It is very important.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Gunjan ma'am.
Thank
It
you,
was
Gunjan
very nice
ma'am.
talking to you.
Thank you very much, ma'am.